Welcome back to another edition of Wear to Wear. Today we are heading to Boston, Mass for a summer wedding for him. So I have a great young client who approached me about getting an outfit for a wedding in Boston. He wanted to show up in a suit, but to wear it in a little bit more of a younger, contemporary way. So for that styling task, I chose Officine Generale for the suit. Designer Pierre is a master at taking traditional fabrics, things that you might see maybe in a banker's suit, and twisting them and turning them and giving them a French flair. So for the jacket, it is a summer weight wool, navy blue with a light gray pinstripe. And instead of making this really traditional, Pierre put bucket pockets on it to make it more casual so the guy can kind of hang his hands in his pockets. And then it's a rolling 3. So instead of a 1 or a 2 button that's very kind of stuffy and conservative, it's a little more fresh with a higher button stance. So for the pant, this might be a little scary to some of you. Pierre made and designed this pant to have a little kick pleat. I know we've been saying pleats are out for like the last 10 years, but designers are starting to incorporate them back into fashion in order to give guys a little more room and a little more of a relaxed vibe with their clothing. I love this pant because it's obviously the same material, but because of the cut and the pleat, it has a little more of a relaxed, flowing feel to it. Pierre put a little cuff on the bottom. And then lastly, there is a belt built into the pant. So it's made of the same material as the rest of the suit. So it gives it a very designed look, something special. So for underneath the suit, I went luxy. There is this cashmere shirt that we have here from Ralph Lauren Purple Label. It is so soft, it's so light. I liked the idea of this underneath the suit because it's something non-traditional. This guy didn't have to wear a tie, but it still looks really dressy because it has a mandarin collar. It's actually a pop-over shirt, so it's something you have to pull over your head. And I would recommend styling it with 2 buttons undone for just a little bit more of a relaxed tropical feel. So to back up the idea of not wearing a tie with this, I actually suggested that my client wear this with a necklace. It's gonna set him apart from the rest of the guests at the wedding. I think for a single guy attending a fun wedding like this, it's kind of nice to do that. And I just like how when it's worn, it's just gonna peek out from underneath the dress shirt. And it's kind of a nod to wearing neckwear, but doing it in a new way. So lastly, for the foot, I chose these Zegna loafers. They're actually called the Boston loafer. The reason for that is it's a little more of a traditional, kind of stuffy, rounded toe. I just think it takes this look that's very forward and grounds it. Makes it a little bit more approachable, and this is a shoe that a guy can wear for years. Showing up at a wedding without a +1, it might be important to smell really nice. I recommend MONSIEUR from Frederic MALLE. It's one of our French scents. That's a little bit more peppery and it's a little bit stronger, so you're definitely gonna put out the vibe. So I really like this. So if you happen to have 2 hours to kill in between a ceremony and a reception and you're in Boston Common, I recommend Contessa. It is on the rooftop of the Newbury Hotel right on the Freedom Trail, and it is amazing. It's like a conservatory, Italianate, wonderful bar, beautiful food, and it's a super scene in Boston, so it's kind of the place where everybody goes and hangs out in the afternoon, especially on the weekends, and definitely dress up. So this suit, loafers, this kind of deal is gonna fit right in, so highly recommend it. It's a gorgeous restaurant. Thank you for joining me today. I know there are a ton of weddings coming up the rest of the summer, so if you need any help or would like any advice with styling, I'm here, I'm happy to help. Reach out, talk to you soon.